What's going on, guys? Welcome to today's video. Now, forgive me right off the bat. I just want to say I'm trying to do as little editing as possible on this video. This is literally just like a build plan type video. Yes, it's going to be a talking video. I completely understand if you don't want to watch this, but I have got a lot of requests and just a lot of general questions what I'm doing with this car. I have a lot of things I want to do with the car. I want to daily it, or at least try to. I want to track it. I want to go to like autocross events, time attack, stuff like that. I think that'd be awesome. It already has the setup for it, so it needs very little. And I want to go fast with it. And I want it to look really good. So if anyone's been following me on Instagram for a while at least, or even recently, you probably saw the pictures of my old car, which I will lay a couple over me talking right now. So I had my 95. Got it primered. This is my third Prelude I've got. This isn't primer, this is paint, shitty paint, but it's still gray, so let's just call it primer. This is the third one I've got that has come primer. But this one is in the best shape body-wise out of any of the ones that I've owned. The hood, not a single dent on it. Bumper, mint. Everything on this car is mint, so the bodywork is gonna be a breeze for me, I think anyway. Yeah, I'm sure it has Bondo on some places, but once I start sanding stuff down, I'll see and you guys will see. Like I said, 100% transparency. There's no reason for me to hide anything that I'm building. I don't do that. If you look at a lot of YouTubers, everything seems to go really easy for them because they pick and choose what to show. I show everything. As you can see, as you guys have seen with my Z, there's not a single video where I was like, yeah, everything went great. No. But with this thing, so I've already talked about how I want to boost it. So I'm going to be boosting it, number one. I'm going to boost the stock H23. I just did a compression test, as you guys saw in the last video, which is still today, but I'm making this video because I'm going to Florida to visit my dad. And yeah, so stock H23 will be getting boosted. We'll be getting tuned. I'm attempting to run a Honda S300 on a chip P28. Car is OBD1. It's going to pass emissions no matter what. I don't even think it needs emissions. I think it just needs inspection because it's over 25 years old. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it just needs a VIN check actually. I don't even think it needs inspection. But this thing will have no problem being registered, and I could have it loud, whatever, and it's a 92. What are the cops going to say? Turn down the exhaust. So boost, obviously, is number one. That's probably the first thing I'm going to be doing after I get like the body sorted out. And actually in between it, I want to say, because I want to boost it before I register it so I can drive it. And I don't want to have to register it and then have the car down while I'm turboing it. So I'm going to be using probably just the eBay log manifold. I don't want to buy a tubular manifold unless it's like a really expensive one that won't crack. And the log manifolds work fine, and they spool quick, which is definitely a plus. As for the turbo size, I'm probably trying to run like in, I don't know, like a 50, 60-ish, give or take 3 or 4. And that should be optimal. Probably get full boost around 3K, 3200. And I'm gonna be keeping a full exhaust on it, not doing any dumps on it. I like the full exhaust for these cars. The muffler, I don't know if I'm going to change that, but when I turbo it, it will quiet it down. So for my future plans, or maybe even somewhat recent plans, maybe even for the summer plans, but I want to get, well, first of all, I might be getting an H22 head. I just have to drive up to Springfield. It's actually a viewer that is, so I might be getting an H22 head pretty soon. But I made up my mind, I don't want to put the H23 on this block. But I made up my mind, I don't want to put the H22 head on this block. What I'm going to do is, I don't want to say unheard of, but if I say it, most of the people watching this will probably be like, what the hell are you talking about? It's called a G22 or G23. So you can either get the Accord bottom end, the like 90 to like 2000. Accord bottom end is actually the biggest bottom end that Honda makes. The girdle is the biggest. It has the biggest girth. And they refer to them as K-killers because they're so cheap and it's such an easy build that, like, I don't know why more people don't do it. Maybe because someone hasn't done a step-by-step on it, which maybe I'll introduce. So there's one video or two videos on YouTube like kind of outlining it. They're pretty old, but I've seen them like way back when, because this was like my dream build. I wanted a turbo G23, so I wanted an F23 block and an H22 head, or an F22 block and an H22 head. So that's what I plan on doing. They have iron sleeves, so that gets rid of my problem with it. Like, the reason people make so much horsepower with stock B series engines is because the iron sleeves. So I'm not going for, you know, 800-900 horsepower, because I'm going to be driving this car. I'm not going to be like, this is going to be like a track only car. It's going to be a track, daily, you know, street, fun, looking good, functional build. And this is a first for me, because my last one was like a stance build, but I was going to turbo it, but I traded it before I got the chance. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. It has, like I said, it has the iron sleeves. Doesn't have the FRM sleeves in the F22 block, so they hold a lot of power. And like I said, the girdle's really strong, so the bottom end is probably the strongest bottom end Honda makes stock. And yeah, so that should be fun. And it should be really cheap, because you can get F22s anywhere, like literally anywhere. I can go to Chuck and Eddie's and get one for 200 bucks. And besides that, I'm going to be doing, like, you know, some mild head work, some, you know, just probably just springs, retainers, stuff like that, just to keep it like safe. Most likely using stock cams. I don't know. That stuff I don't know, but as for the track setup, I'm going to take a look at these coilovers, see how they feel just driving around once I don't have balloon tires on it. I do plan on running stickies all around. Stickies meaning just, you know, stickier tires like the ones I have in the front of my Z and the 17s I have back there. Trying to run 17-inch Koenig wheels. I won't disclose which ones yet because I'm like torn, but clearly I'm going to run Koenigs and I'm going to run 17s. 18s are too big for these unless you have a big body kit, of which I'm not a fan of. So, like I said, turbo, eventually turbo G23 build or G22 build, which the reason they call it a G is because it's between F and H, you know, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, that, you know, E, F, G, H, you know, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, you know, G is in between F, you get it, you guys get it, are we good now? All right, that's why they call it that. So, that's what I'm doing. I'm excited. I'm like super motivated to work on this car. I don't know if you guys have like seen the change in attitude, because like there's no disappointment with this thing. Every time I do something to this thing, I'm more and more happy with it. And I could not be more excited to do a build and like share it with everyone, and just maybe even teach a couple people here and there, that, because I know a lot of people that are watching enjoy Preludes, enjoy Hondas. So if I could at least be kind of informational, you know, I don't know it all, but I mean, you guys will know through my failures what to do and what not to do. So yeah, take everything with a grain of salt. Try not to roast me too hard. Like I said, it's not my first time playing with a Prelude, but it is my first time boosting a Honda. So we'll see how this goes. We'll see what power it makes, and we'll see some driving footage, some track days, a lot of fun times in the summer. Go to a lot of meets, a lot of shows. And yeah, and then I have my drift car, I'll have my fun car, I'll have my tow rig, I'll have my dirt bike, I have my girlfriend's car, I have my Subi, which I'll talk about in another video. No, I'm not going to get rid of it or anything like that. I'm just waiting for that freaking head gasket to swap it. So, because it's hurting. That engine is like on its way. You know, it's bad. It's not knocking, but it's bad. But anyways, I hope that was a quick summary for you guys. Like I said, it's literally just because it was requested so much, and because it'd be a good video to make up for the time that I'm going to be in Florida. I'm going for my birthday. My birthday is January 14th, and I will be in Florida from the 12th to the 15th, going to my dad's house in Cape Coral. We're lit, so should be a fun time. I think Bradenton is like an hour and a half from Cape Coral, so I really hope we can go to Import Face-Off. Callie wants to go. I want to see if my dad will take us, and it'll be fun, because at the end of the day, I'm going down there to visit my dad, not to do car shit, but I mean, if my dad is down to go, I'm down. So, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Excuse the barely edited video I'm putting up, but you know, if you guys request it, I will do it. Throw down anything else you guys want to see in the comments. As always, throw down any Prelude parts you might have in the comments, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Peace out.